So this is Michael Roddy. In case you didn't know that, I'm going to be talking about basic electronics. Enjoy. Well, this is awkward. I think that's good. Yeah. Good.
Think of a water pump, you know? You have 4 different parts. You need 4 things to get a complete circuit. You need a power source. So like a
Let's
battery.
say I got a generator.
Like a battery or a generator is a power source, you know? Then you need a load, which is like a resistance, or whatever you want to use. Like if you plug something in the wall, that's a load.
The thing I plug into
like
the
your
load?
light, that light is a load. The
Okay.
light is what you want to work, to power, whatever. You know, but you have to have a switch, which is like what I was telling you, a diode. You have to have an on and off switch to allow current to flow or not. And then the 4th thing is you have to have conductance. You have to have something allowing the current to flow.
Like a wire.
Yeah, exactly. You have those 4 things, you can have a circuit.
That's a circuit. Okay.
And that creates a circuit. If you don't have a load, you don't have a complete circuit. If you don't have wires, you don't have a complete circuit. If you don't have a power source, you don't have a complete circuit.
So I need a diode or a switch for a complete circuit?
There's equivalencies. Like there's other things you can use instead of diodes, but you need an on and off switch, whatever you use for that, you know. I don't think a diode is the only thing you can use. There's other things. You flip it on, okay, I want current to flow through. I want the device to power on.
Did you get that, Roddy?
But electricity is really fun to play with too. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with electricity. It's pretty technical. There's a lot of complicated formulas. If you get into it, you know, you can take a circuit with just with resistors and a power source, and you can get your circuit.
And you don't need a conductor, or?
Well, when you're drawing a circuit out, you just kind of assume there's wires, and that's your conductance.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
You just kind of assume there's wires connecting the resistors together.
So I couldn't like connect resistors directly together without like some kind of conductor?
No, you'd have to use like a circuit board, and you would connect them to the circuit board like next to each other, either in parallel or in series, but not like you wouldn't attach them to each other.
And when you look at a circuit board, what means parallel? Like
parallel is like
this way
like
or that way?
Well, think of like streets. Parallel is either this way or this way. It doesn't really matter which way.
Oh, it doesn't matter, but
it's
they
just
could be next
side
to
by side.
And then what are series?
Series is like where they're going in order.
A line?
Yeah, so it's like you have one resistor here, one here, and so on. When you put resistors in series, you have to add the resistance up to get the total resistance, which is what you want to find out. When you're building a circuit, you have to know what your total resistance is going to be. You don't want to just use like one resistor. A lot of times you use multiple, like 8, 10, 20 resistors.
To get it down to the ampage you want.
Yeah, exactly, depending on, you know. And you put them in parallel to get different values, or in series. When you put them in parallel, there's a formula you have to use. You can't add them. If you're doing it in series, you can add them up, and that'll give you exactly how much resistance you're getting. That's why there's only switches to turn things on. Suddenly it allows that current, like that light switch. When you flip the switch, there's a diode, and it's allowing the electricity to flow through. When that switch is off, it's not allowing electricity to flow through. It's resisting that current. Any switch
is a resistor.
That's what switches do. Well, they're a combination of resistors and diodes.
But what?
Diodes resistors limit current, but they don't stop current. So what they do is they take, like, say if you got 5 amps going through, and you put a resistor in, there's a formula. So you put a certain amount of resistance against that, and it's going to only allow a certain amount of current. Whereas a diode,
2 amps or something.
Yeah, whereas a diode will just completely shut it off. No current's going to flow this way.
It would cut it.
Yeah, it makes the circuit open. And then the diode goes in a different bias. There's 2 biases in a diode. One allows current to flow, which is like forward bias, depending on what kind of diode. And then when you reverse it, you're stopping the current. So you have two different directions. One stops, one closes the circuit. That's why the best way to think of a diode is think of a switch. Switch is like a diode. You know? But there's different kinds of diodes. It's not like there's just a diode. There's millions of different diodes. There's LEDs, light emitting diodes, which like a lot of
LEDs was lights.
No, like that. Like this is a light bulb. You know, that's a light bulb.
Yeah, that's a light bulb.
LEDs are different.
You have an LED TV.
Yeah. Those like a bunch of LEDs in that TV.
Which are diodes.
That allow the different colors of lights and everything.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's all digital.
Hey, camera hog, move over there. Roddy,
I hope you enjoyed that, and don't look it up because I might be wrong.
we want you to be ignorant. We want you just to know what Michael knows and nothing more about electricity.
This is all fact from the Bible. I mean, from my electronic.
It's okay. Roddy's not going to look this up. I haven't watched the video yet. I'm going to. Need a video from you. Well, I mean, I haven't watched the movie yet. I'll probably watch it today, hopefully, or tomorrow, which you suggested. Hope this was educational. Hopefully we can do more and get further into electronics. We might even bring in, like I might unplug that wall socket there.
I could bring in a circuit board and show what it looks like.
We could do that. We'll do that. We'll probably do that next time. And then maybe we might blow something up.
Go into some fun stuff.
Yeah, we could blow something up. That sounds fun. I could bring my fire stuff. We could talk about fire.
Fire and electricity.
Fire,
and how they go together.
Electricity. They're married. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
Roddy, I'll see you tomorrow.